Hi guys, my name is Benjamin Jenkins, and this week I've been asked to answer the question, do working class people want socialism? The most socialism working class people want on these islands is the NHS. Past that, no. What people want on these islands is fair pay for fair work. They want to know that if they've paid into a system all their lives, they're going to get what they paid in out. They do not want to think that, for example, 5 million people from Europe are going to get to be able to come and register with their GPs, thus making the GP list that they have to queue up on even longer. The amount of socialism that they will tolerate is, always has been, and ever will be, the NHS. They don't want socialism outside of that. That's why they don't join your unions anymore. That's why they don't want anything to do with Len McCluskey. That's why they didn't vote for Jeremy Corbyn. It was a combination of Brexit. The main issue was Brexit, but the overarching reason why that general election on December 12th got lost was because you were offering the British public something which was anathema to them. The British public want fair pay for fair work. They don't want a 4-day working week. They want to work. They pride themselves on working. Defining themselves as workers who pay their own way is something that underpins and strengthens their very sense of identity. And you were offering them to delete that. And you genuinely thought that they would have voted for that. Now, the best you would have got if you'd supported Brexit, if the Labour Party had made itself the Brexit Party and had been just as pro-Brexit as Nigel Farage, you might have ended up with a hung parliament. But you would never have gotten a majority of the working class on these islands to vote for your policies, because your policies are insane. They're on its face insane. Do you know what? Do you know what the poorest British person thinks? The poorest British person thinks that taking half of someone's wealth off them is theft. Because stealing half of somebody's stuff, because redistribution, somebody who's earning 10 grand a year isn't going to agree with that, because they don't want half of their stuff taken off them, and they understand the logical extrapolation of what you're saying. If you can take half of the richest people's stuff off them, logic follows you can take half of what the poorest people have off them. And those poorest people realize that, which is why they won't vote for you. That's as much socialism as is wanted on these islands. Healthcare, the NHS, it's like a national religion. As Margaret Thatcher famously once said, it is the third rail of British politics. Touch it and you die, which is why she didn't privatise it as much as Tony Blair did. You know, if you look at why the NHS is struggling, there are two words: Tony Blair. From 1997, the number of people who were allowed to register with the NHS who hadn't necessarily paid into the pot went through the roof. And the number of private contracts that were dished out under PFI, whereby we were selling hospitals we paid to build to private healthcare companies so that they could rent them back to us at an extortionate rate. No capitalist would have done that because they're smarter than that. They have efficiency at heart. You know, they want to make sure if a capitalist is going to tolerate having a socialised healthcare system like the NHS, at least they'd run it properly. You guys couldn't even do that. And it's supposed to be your thing.